Khasan SALOKHIDDINOV makes his professional debut. 160 fights as an amateur, 140 wins. Champion of the Moscow region and the Central Federal District, and those are significant titles. Born in Tajikistan, now boxing out of Korolev in Russia. Tangled with Albert Matagaziev actually in the amateurs. Lost that fight, that's a while ago now. 28 years old. He's decided to take the plunge.
А на пути в золотой угол приветствуйте его соперник, боксер из России Артур Нагапетян.
This is Artur Nagapetyan. One fight on his pro record, that was back in March. It was a pretty tough pro debut actually against a 6-2-1 fighter called Artem TJK. Won that 3 rounds to 1. Again, another extensive amateur career. The record given is 145 wins against just 5 defeats, and actually boxed in the Petroleum Cup in March this year. As well, the Russian Cup and the Serpukhov tournaments. Originally from the Krasnodar region, but now boxing out of Moscow.
Дамы и господа, нас ожидают 4 раунда весовой категории до 54 килограммов. Представляю участников этого боя. Первый боксера в черном углу. Ему 28 лет. Его рост 164 сантиметра, а вес 53 килограмма и 800 граммов. Чемпион Московской области, победитель чемпионата Центрального федерального округа, мастер спорта из Таджикистана Хасан Салохиддинов. Боксеру в золотом углу 23 года. Его рост 162 сантиметра, а вес 53,4 килограмма. Как и его соперник, носит звание мастер спорта России, призер Кубка России, победитель международного турнира памяти Константина Короткова в Хабаровске с профессиональным рекордом 1 бой, 1 победа из Москвы, Россия, Артур Нагапетян. Рефери боя Дмитрий Болдырев.
Господа боксеры, слушаем команду внимательно, соблюдаем правила, по затылку не бьем, ниже пояса не бьем, пожали руки. Готовы?
Nagapetyan in the white and gold, SALOKHIDDINOV in the black and gold. This is in the bantamweight division. 5 years in age between the two. Nagapetyan 23, SALOKHIDDINOV 28.
Nagapetyan very quick to the centre of the ring there as soon as the bell went. And is looking to let his hands go nice and early here. Salokhiddinov yet really to let a punch go. He's, I wouldn't say been taken by surprise exactly by the approach of Nagapetyan, but he was quick off his stool and is looking to get quickly into his stride. And he's showing us some decent skills here, Nagapetyan, as well. He dips those knees, gets nice and low, just turns around his front foot there. He does like to rip off a lead left hook. He hasn't really landed it yet. He's too far out when he throws it. But looking to jab his way in there. Salokhiddinov trying to get the counter in, and that was a neat bit of work from him, just turning around that front foot. Good use of the jab there from Nagapetyan. Decent combination again there from Nagapetyan. He's just a lot busier than Salokhiddinov. He tries to land with the left hook as we head towards the final minutes of round one. Long right hand there from Nagapetyan. Didn't quite make it. It's a good left hand there from Salokhiddinov, who has done a better job in the last 40 seconds or so of just keeping Nagapetyan more on the outside. Left hand on the inside there from Salokhiddinov. Nagapetyan, though, again, just looking to try and busy up those hands. Left uppercut. Switches southpaw very briefly. Sometimes he punches himself into the southpaw stance, basically, and then ends up kind of staying there. Just did it there. He threw that right hand, his feet crossed, and he just stays southpaw for 2-3 punches, maybe a combination, and then resets his feet. So that was Nagapetyan's opening round, no question about that. He was much the busier of the two. Salokhiddinov a little bit slow, getting out of the traps. Just short with the right hand there, Nagapetyan. He's trying to move it behind the jab. Just working away on the inside again there, Nagapetyan. This is a kind of range that he likes, and that just turning around Salokhiddinov makes it difficult for him really to answer back. Just sticks the left hand into the pit of the stomach there of Nagapetyan. with Salokhiddinov. The volume is still coming from Nagapetyan. He's not really made a dent in Salokhiddinov at any point, but he's very busy on the inside. He changes his height, dips those knees. Little uppercut on the inside was a decent shot. Good right hand there from Nagapetyan, and then again just popped out the jab. Good pace to this fight too. Plenty has been thrown right from the very beginning. Looking to try and whip in that right uppercut, goes down to the body, but Salokhiddinov has defended those pretty effectively. Pair of them just trade good solid right hands there. Nagapetyan looking to try and sneak his in around the back of the guard. Salokhiddinov throwing his straighter. Good uppercut there from Nagapetyan. 2 rounds down, 2 to go in this one, scheduled for 4 at bantamweight. He had some success in that second round, Salokhiddinov. Nagapetyan again was the busier of the two. Did the greater volume of punching, landed the greater volume of shots for that reason, but Salokhiddinov just got more into it in that second round. He needs to try and up it again though, another gear here, because those first 2 rounds have passed him by. Good left hand there from Salokhiddinov. Nagapetyan leapt him with his lead left hook, which, as I say, isn't a punch he's really landed. But Salokhiddinov just rocked back and threw his own left. He just needs to throw more punches. It's as simple as that, because he is quite effective when he does. And both of them just hooking off the break there with good effect. That's nice from Nagapetyan, good combination, but then Salokhiddinov catches him at perfect range as he was on the way in there, let his own hands go. Doesn't really throw that right hand straight, Nagapetyan. He very rarely shoots it straight through, and that's one of the reasons why he often ends up a little bit short with it. He just pulls off the punch slightly. Good right hand into the body there from Nagapetyan. Just past the midway stage of round 3. Salokhiddinov had managed to pin his opponent's left arm there, but the referee spotted it nice and quickly. And that's the distance, that's the range that Salokhiddinov needs it at, and then Just as he landed a couple of punches, he leant in slightly, and all of a sudden, he was exactly where Nagapetyan wanted him to be. He could fight this a little bit longer, Salokhidinov. He doesn't snap out the jab, he doesn't use the reach advantage that comes with the height advantage here. That's not how he fights, but he only needs to lengthen it out just a touch. And that will give him a serious advantage. Good right hand to the body there from Nagapetyan. Salokhidinov maybe has just slowed down a bit towards the end of round 3. This has been a hot pace, and it's been set by Nagapetyan right from the start. Good right hand there. One more round to go here. And again, it was Nagapetyan who, of the two, was the more industrious. That right hand to the body's worked well for him. And that right hand up top as well. Salokhidinov has had his successes in this fight. But he just hasn't been able to work at the same rate as Nagapetyan, or more importantly, I think, really to avoid fighting more Nagapetyan's type of fight. That right hand into the body again there, and Salokhidinov kind of rolled his eyes almost as that landed, because I think he felt it, and I think he knew that he'd left himself a bit too open for it. And at that kind of distance, Nagapetyan is always going to come out on top, because he's got those shorter levers, basically, and is able to find that fraction of room that he needs more effectively than Salokhidinov. Good use of the jab there from Nagapetyan. There's that little step away to the right-hand side. He used to have a lot early in the fight, not so much recently, but there's that right to the body, which increasingly he's looked to throw. Just getting up on his toes here, Nagapetyan, into the second half of round 4, and Salokhidinov just looking at the referee as if to say he needs to engage more. But I don't think anybody could accuse Nagapetyan of not wanting to fight throughout the course of this. He made that very, very quick start. There's a decent combination from Salokhidinov, and Nagapetyan again just goading him slightly, but a couple of them got through, and then he missed with 3 or 4 of his own. Good left hand there from Salokhidinov. The right to the body landed from Nagapetyan, but then as he was just trying to take his feet back out, he got caught with that left hand. Nagapetyan's going to win this fight. He's going to get this decision, but it's been a good fight. Left uppercut on the inside from Nagapetyan. And there's that right to the body. That's been his most effective shot.
for Artur Nagapetyan.
There goes the bell. As I say, good fight between these two. Very competitive all the way through. Nagapetyan, I would say, won all 4 of those rounds, but SALOKHIDDINOV at times, he had his good spells, basically. He always had something to say, but he rarely had the final word in the argument, I think is how I would describe it. It came out nice and quick, Nagapetyan, full of purpose, full of energy, and he managed to keep that tempo high throughout the course of the fight. It's a good fight for him. Second fight of a pro career. Tough start from SALOKHIDDINOV, but he's shown us that he's at a decent level himself.
Дамы и господа, а в этом поединке единогласным решением судей победу по очкам одержал боксер из золотого угла Артур Нагапетян.
So Nagapetyan gets it with the judges. It was always going to be that way, but as I said, as I described throughout the course of the fight, it was a good fight. SALOKHIDDINOV, good level fighter, landed some decent shots, but Nagapetyan was very, very busy right from the opening bell. As soon as it went, he just scurried across into the middle of the ring and started throwing punches. If SALOKHIDDINOV could have just kept it a little bit longer, that would have suited him more, but you have to give Nagapetyan credit for the fact that he wasn't able to do that. He does a good body work. That was a left hand to the body, but the signature shot for him really was the right to the body. When he caught him in that kind of range, SALOKHIDDINOV, then he had success, but it wasn't often enough.